welcome to Occasional Fish. Today we're going to be making lemon chia seed muffins that are perfect as a light snack or dessert. They're not too sweet, they're just perfect for that right amount of summertime sweetness. To start, we're going to spray a 12-count muffin pan with cooking spray, or you can line it with liners if you prefer. Then in a medium bowl, we're going to add 8 tablespoons of unsalted softened butter. And then to the butter, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of regular granulated sugar and then a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're going to stir to combine these until the mixture is light and fluffy. For this recipe, I'm using a spatula, but if you would like to, you can definitely use beaters with this. Next, add in 2 eggs and a 1/2 cup of vanilla yogurt. If you don't have vanilla yogurt on hand, that's fine. You can always substitute it for a 1/2 cup of plain yogurt and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you are plant-based, you can also use plant-based yogurt. Now we're going to be adding a 1/4 cup of milk. This can also be plant-based. And then the zest of 1 lemon. And the juice of 1 lemon. Now lemons do vary in juiciness, so some may yield more than others. So you want to aim for about 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I put in the recipe the specifics, so if you ever had any questions, it is in the description below. Now we're going to mix all this together. The mixture may look a little chunky or curdled, but that's totally fine. That's how it looks when you use lemons in recipes like this. Now in a small bowl, we're going to mix together the dry ingredients. So you will need 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1½ tablespoons of chia seeds, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to add the dry ingredients to the wet. So to incorporate them, I like to do it in batches. So I add a little bit of the flour mixture and then use my spatula and mix it together with the wet and then continue that process, repeating until all of the flour mixture has been used, and I will be mixing the batter until no flour pockets remain. Now we're going to spoon the batter into the prepared muffin pan. I'm using a spoon for this. Use whatever tools that you have on hand. If you have a cookie scoop, you could use that, but I just like using a spoon. now into a preheated oven at 425 degrees. We're going to bake these for 5 minutes. And then without opening the oven, turn down the heat to 350 degrees and bake these for an additional 12 to 15 minutes until they're golden brown or until a toothpick comes out clean from the centers. After about 5 minutes, you can transfer the muffins to a wire rack. I lined mine with parchment paper. You don't have to. I just prefer to. And now we're going to make our glaze. This glaze is optional, you do not have to make it, but if you want it to be a little more sweet, you're going to take the juice of half a lemon, a half cup of powdered sugar, and a half tablespoon of milk. If you want to use plant-based milk, that's totally fine, and you whisk it all together until it's nice and smooth. If you would prefer it to be more of like an icing, you can use less milk and less lemon juice. They come out shiny and glazy just like this, and they are perfect as a sweet note to the end of the day, but without being too overwhelming. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video to see more recipes.